I'd like to welcome Executive Director Colleen Kamen and Community Relations Director Kelly Teague of Porter Place here in Tinley Park. I originally met Colleen a couple years ago when I was looking around for suggestions for my mother, who currently suffers from Alzheimer's. So that is kind of how our dementia-friendly Tinley Park kicked off. Colleen came to me and asked to really kind of start to build this program, and I know they had a meeting at the library on Friday with their staff and did a lot of training for our dementia-friendly community, and for that I am forever grateful. I think this is a great initiative that we are kicking off, and we've had several meetings along with Hannah Lippman, who has been instrumental in getting this thing off the ground. Our work is not complete. This is a continuous effort, and I want to thank both of you guys, all of you guys, for all your efforts. So without further ado, I'd like to welcome Porter Place Memory Care is dedicated to optimizing the potential for cognitively impaired individuals to find comfort, joy, and a connection with the world around them. The village has been working in partnership with Porter Place to help make Tinley Park a dementia-friendly community. Please join us in welcoming Colleen and Kelly.
Thank you so much. And it's nice to see some familiar faces. We actually did a training here for the staff and got great questions, great responses. We really appreciated it. We've also done training for the police department on how to handle someone with dementia during a police call, how to identify someone possibly with dementia. So our goal for this is that people that are living with dementia in your community feel comfortable, feel safe, that their caregivers feel supported. It's really difficult to care for someone, as so many people know, with dementia. A dementia-friendly community is welcoming, is educated, has an understanding of the disease processes, kind of understands how to relate to people, how to communicate with them. There's lots of things out there about abuse of the elderly and about fraud and all of those kinds of things, but it's so important that people understand how that disease process works and how to identify somebody. So we're looking at, not just for residents that live in our community, who we take wonderful care of, but we also know that there are people that aren't going to ever go to a community and are going to be out, particularly those in the earlier stages. I do want to recognize one of your other people with the village, and that's Ann Sortino, has been doing an amazing job assisting with this. She's doing the posts, she's doing the publicity, she's reaching out. We've had meetings with the Alzheimer's Association. We have some more things planned. So Ann has been absolutely phenomenal. So thank you, Anna. So we really encourage, if there are businesses out there that you think would be open to our providing training, I am happy to do that. We do this on a volunteer basis. We want Tinley Park to receive a designation of being a dementia-friendly community. We're planning some memory cafes. I liked one idea that we had, and that was the dementia pub crawl. We'll see. But, places where people can go and feel comfortable and not feel ostracized, not feel different. People with dementia are still people. They just have a diagnosis that makes processing things and handling things more difficult. But they're still in there. It's so important to remember that. They take in so much more than we know. And to me, what a horrible feeling it would be to be living with a disease process where you were taking it in, but you weren't able to express it back out. And so by treating them with dignity and respect and treating them as people, not as a disease, makes a big difference. So we want people that live in the village to feel comfortable, and we want their caregivers to feel supported. Many of you know what it's like to be a caregiver and how difficult it is. So that support is very important to them. The library, I was amazed at how many people seem to have related. They must see a lot of, it's kind of a safe space. It's not crazy busy and noisy, which is really good for people with dementia. So libraries can actually be a very good place for someone with dementia to go. So by educating them on the process and how to communicate with them and how to identify, I think that they'll see some real benefits from it. Anytime somebody needs, I know somebody here, and I don't know who it was, one time a lady just called me and she said, I called the village hall and they told me to call you. It's like, great, we are happy to be a resource. If families need help, we have a family support group, the fourth Thursday of every month at the community. It is run by somebody outside of our community. We don't run it. It is a true support group. So that it's, and anybody is welcome to it. Kelly uses our database, to invite people, but they don't have to live at the community to attend our support group. So if there's ever anything I can do to help people in the community, we're happy to.
Thank you so much, Colleen.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kelly.